midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Marvin Hall returning it. And he gets it to the 30-yard line, but the football's not going to stay there. There's a penalty marker down. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
Now a handoff for Gurley. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Now Ryan. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. Hill shedding the tackle. And he will be taken down deep in Las Vegas territory. It's a big play there for the Browns. And even 50 yards.
At the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. On first down, it's Gurley. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Ball carrier.
If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Todd Gurley with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
Makes the score Browns 7, Raiders nothing. Matt Bosher is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. A gain of 3, second down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
And a Raider first down.
So a first and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46. To throw is Kaepernick. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he's got this down to the 35. More there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. Sean Williams that time in on the stop.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Now a give here to Pollard. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 26.
He was brought down at the
a quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
trying to run forward with Pollard. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And now we'll get a delay here as they try to give themselves a little more room for the punt. So on 4th down, out comes the Raider kicker, Giorgio Tavecchio. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. Tavecchio puts this one through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
Marvin Hall on the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10. At their own 27-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
At the 39-yard.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On the handoff, it's Gurley. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Here's Hauschka for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Makes the score Browns 14, Raiders 3. Matt Bosher.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder, puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Kaepernick going to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. They got him in, it's Woods. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 at a 1st down.
1st down, Raiders.
Play action. Now Kaepernick. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Run for Pollard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this 2nd go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Here's Pollard. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're open to do it consistently here. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. After one, a 14-3 ball game.
The score, Browns 14, Raiders 3.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Pollard going to try the right side. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. They'll run with Pollard, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now here's Pollard. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Raiders are back within a score. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well. And
just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain.
The defensive line made pretty easy work of the offensive line that time.
And people get tired of the cliche that the battle is won in the trenches. But it's a cliche because it's true. And how about the battle right there? One on the edge, and the ball carrier did not benefit.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
32-yard line.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Ready, blue ready. I-25. Mike, 55.
Now Gurley. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
The tackle made by...
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. The catch made by James O'Shaughnessy, the tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to the ground game here. Gurley. And he'll be out of bounds. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Todd Gurley on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Hauschka now for the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Makes the score Browns 21, Raiders 10. Matt Bosher is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
31-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Pollard. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. A 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
31-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Again, it's Kaepernick. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Lions pass.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
19-yard line.
A 2nd and 11 from the 19.
Coming to you. 51 to Mike. 51.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
To Austin Hooper.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
The ball carrier.
If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. That was huge after being behind the chains on first down to make this second very manageable.
Man, how much pride do you have in an offense on first down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on second down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, staying ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And a Raider first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
A gain of
He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just got to find a way to tackle someone.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Brings up second and 11 at the 42-yard line.
They go with Howard again. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Being chased out left. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt.
Raiders.
So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Number 21, Todd.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
He's tackled at the 30.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 3rd down, Ryan. He's got White here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now a handoff for Gurley. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the 1st down run.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Ryan. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
First and 10.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On first and goal, Gurley. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation. And he knows how to find the end zone. That time, he just didn't get there.
Another try on second down with Gurley. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and goal.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Browns add on to their lead. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And he returns this to the 22. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Patrick Owasor gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get 1 more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You've got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Kaepernick now to throw. And this one hauled in by Tavon Austin. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And that'll be incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target, and it's 3rd and 5. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Complete.
14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. Past the 20. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns.
Touchdown.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Browns 35. Raiders 13.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. And they need points quickly. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Going to run again here with Pollard. And he powers his way up past the 30.
Pollard, the ball carrier.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
He was
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
A gain of 7.
But sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Now a give here to Pollard. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Taken down right.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now they'll throw with Kaepernick. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Complete.
Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
14.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Tony Pollard.
On the stop there defensively.
Down at the 40.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
He was brought down by...
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
A gain of 4 yards.
That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
He's brought down at the 31.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Now 2nd and 6.
Here's Pollard again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
3rd down.
Got to get to the 26 for a 1st. This is 3rd down. A give to Howard. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They get the 1st. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
Gain of 10. 1st down, Raiders.
They'll run on 1st down. Pollard, and he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Joyner on the tackle.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They'll keep it on the ground. Pollard. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
The ball carrier.
The running game's played a huge part in getting him down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. But I know you with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland.